Welcome to BYD's pristine sodium particle battery range, a significant defining moment in the improvement of energy stockpiling techniques. Being among the trailblazers in electric vehicles and environmentally friendly power sources around the world, BYD's latest creation shows their devotion to advancements in feasible energy. In contrast to the broadly used lithium particle innovation, sodium particle batteries have different advantages that make them a future-situated appealing arrangement. One of the most fascinating highlights of this innovation is the use of abundant and modest fixing in sodium particle batteries. Dissimilar to lithium, which is to some degree uncommon and gathered specifically in geographic regions, sodium is fairly common in the covering of the Earth and in the oceans. More study and unsurprising inventory chains coming about because of this extraordinary accessibility help to bring down the risk of acid deficiencies and international contentions once in a while related to lithium creation. In addition to the fact that sodium is abundant, it is definitely more affordable to concentrate and treat than lithium. Natural substance costs straightforwardly influence the complete assembly cost of sodium particle batteries. So, they are an all the more monetarily doable decision for mass energy stockpiling frameworks. Applications requiring high limit capacity, similar to matrix capacity frameworks and huge scope sustainable power projects, where cost proficiency is a significant consideration, benefit particularly from this cost advantage. Furthermore, by and large, more effectively accessible and less expensive are the parts used in the cathodes of sodium particle batteries. In a sodium particle battery, for instance, the cathode could be made out of sodium iron phosphate, or sodium manganese oxide, the two of which are more affordable and more environmentally harmless than cobalt and nickel utilized in numerous lithium particle batteries. Frequently produced from biomass or other abundant natural sources, hard carbon is utilized in the anode and assists with improving the maintainability and economy of the innovation. Aside from the monetary benefits, the ecological impact of mining and handling sodium and related parts is not exactly that of lithium, with significant water utilization and conceivable defilement included. Lithium mining and refining can biologically request. Conversely, sodium might be acquired from additional biologically amicable sources such as seawater, and its handling for the most part leaves less of an effect. The change to sodium particle batteries likewise fits world drives toward a more round economy. Sodium particle batteries help to make energy capacity choices in the ecosystem all the more harmless by utilizing recyclable and less difficult to acquire parts. This assists with diminishing the ecological impacts of battery production and removal, consequently working on the overall mechanical maintainability. Involving a lot of modest materials in sodium particle batteries has major natural and monetary advantages. These batteries offer a persuading substitute for lithium particle innovation by utilizing the plentiful nature and low expense of sodium and its connected materials, empowering more feasible and environmentally friendly power stockpiling. This change not only enables clean energy solutions to be embraced all the more comprehensively, but in addition, it advances a more feasible and solid area of energy stockpiling. The perilous circumstance known as warm out of control, where an expansion in temperature causes a self-supporting exothermic response, is very much perceived to influence lithium particle batteries. Moreover, favorable for sodium particle batteries are better material decisions. Generally speaking, the electrolytes in sodium particle batteries are less combustible than those in lithium particle batteries. This brings down the opportunity to start should a mechanical, harm, or warm episode happen. Besides decreasing the chance of unsafe responses, the reception of less receptive anode and cathode materials further develops the entire battery framework's security. Through their consistent undertakings to push the envelope of what is feasible in the business, BYD doubtlessly shows their commitment to the creative mind and improvements in energy limits. Their dedication goes beyond developing new products to consolidate, enabling an all-out strategy for energy limits, and joining a couple of advancements to satisfy a couple of market requirements. Significant inventive work structure is the basis of BYD's advancement approach. To investigate new materials, battery sciences, and gathering techniques, BYD spends mainly on innovative work. Their responsibility has conveyed improvements, including their state-of-the-art battery, a lithium iron phosphate battery with extraordinary lifetime and security, and at this moment, their examination concerning sodium molecule batteries. These headways show BYD's forward-looking disposition and responsiveness to explore a couple of specific courses. The creative mind of BYD goes past battery science. They're similarly pioneers in merging practical power sources with their energy storing systems. By making cutting-edge energy the chief structure, BYD helps sun-fueled and wind-powered systems be immaculately consolidated using their battery storage limits. This blend not only overhauls the viability of maintainable power use, but also further adjusts the cross-section, thus taking care of one of the focal points of the change to a practical power future. Moreover, a fundamental piece of BYD's inventiveness and upgrade plan is their practical emphasis. They're committed to laying out low environment influence energy limit advancements. This covers making stock with a more broadened future, improving battery reuse techniques, and using more viable materials. By giving viability first concern, BYD is guaranteeing that its improvements support the general endeavor to tone down ecological change. Overall alliances and joint undertakings by BYD also include their commitment to imaginativeness. To keep on top of particular progressions, they consistently team up with academic foundations, research labs, and other business pioneers. Driven by BYD's obligation to improvement in energy limit progressions and advancements, its flourishing and industry organization reflect that BYD isn't simply satisfying the ongoing necessities of the energy storage market yet, furthermore, helping with shaping the destiny of practical energy plans by constantly investigating new materials and developments, extending their thing offers, planning harmless to the ecosystem power courses of action, zeroing in on reasonability, and supporting by and large cooperation. This obligation makes BYD a critical performer in the general change to a more sensible energy scene. In talking about the biggest advantages of the sodium-ion battery line, we can say that because of its overflowing individual, decreased raw substance costs, and warm robustness, sodium molecule batteries show promise as a substitute for standard lithium molecule batteries. They fit electric vehicles and home energy accumulating structures since they're more disinclined to overheat and cause heat crazing. Since sodium can be gotten from extra organically very well arranged sources like seawater and is easier to reuse, its extraction and treatment have a more humble natural impact than those of lithium. Anodes usually use hard carbon from biomass or other normal sources. Sodium molecule batteries can take advantage of abundant and less expensive materials, similar to pressed phosphate or sodium manganese oxide. Ridiculous conditions like grid accumulating structures and reduced contraptions would find them great as they keep execution over a sweeping scope of temperatures. Since sodium is so comprehensively open, worldwide concerns associated with lithium supply chains are diminished, which qualifies them for uses including network change and harmless to the ecosystem power compromise. All in all, BYD's new sodium molecule battery range means an ever-evolving improvement in the field of energy storage. Sodium molecule batteries will undoubtedly transform into a focal point in the area of harmless ecosystem power because of their practicality, prosperity, and economy. Authority around here by BYD highlights their relentless obligation to drive the immaculate energy upset and make a predominant, more viable future for all. So, what are your views about BYD's new sodium-ion battery line? Share with us in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.